Hello, new Stoics. This is Tim, and this is tonight's nightly meditations. So, I want to kind of update everybody. I've been gone for about a week. We just had the guest video from John Buck a couple days ago, and I just wanted to explain why I took a week off and what whatever else is going on in my life. Basically, I received a promotion with my job, and I'm working quite a bit more than I'm used to. I don't really have a time to just sit and relax and put down my feelings, or have enough time to really contemplate, and unfortunately I kind of feel like my stoicism has been kind of put on alert, so to speak. I've been frustrated a lot. I've been angry, but I haven't been acted out in anger. I haven't done anything that I would regret. So I remain a stoic even through trials, but it's been a tough go. So this week I have a little bit more of a hand on my schedule, and I will be producing some regular content. I am also working with a manager to try and get a little bit more views and grow a little bit on YouTube and Twitter. I want to use these platforms to grow the organization eventually, but at this time it will just be through social media, and then we'll go from there. So with that in mind, and everybody who's waiting for Seneca of Benefits, it will be back probably next week. I'm working with a new schedule, and so we will be doing these videos. I'm not stopping anything, so we'll do the regular Seneca videos, and then we'll do nightly meditations, and we will also do ordinary virtue. And I'm actually thinking about adding another series, maybe like the news in Stoicism, or Stoics review the news, or something of that sort. So with those things in mind, and one of the biggest things I need to get in is I'm not going to do the daily Stoic name anymore. So every work that we're going to review, it will just be the name of the work, or some clever title based on that, instead of doing daily Stoic. There's too many daily Stoics. I think there's like 3 or 4 online, and I'm just gonna kind of get stuck. Either people will say I'm trying to interpret, I'm trying to take from that, and and the other thing is I'm not daily, so it's kind of a it's inaccurate for me to say daily. So I'm going to get rid of the daily Stoic title, but it'll basically be the same content. So that's the main thing. So what I want to talk about tonight is how to keep your resolve under not only difficult circumstances, like having a busy work schedule, or being sick, or everything all at once, or just dealing with difficult people. So taking from John Buck's advice from the video a couple days ago, which I'll link in the description, is we need to keep in mind that the people that we're dealing with are not actually just idiots. And the other thing is, there's a lot of ignorance around, and so we need to enlighten people in a way that doesn't sound condescending, because we could be in their situation in other situations. You know, anything that we're doing for the first time, or we don't really have a clear grasp on, somebody is going to have better knowledge. And so we need to approach people in a way to really get what needs to be done and not have a bad effect. We need to be wise about how we deal with people. The other thing is we need to control ourselves. So we shouldn't be angry with somebody's ignorance. We shouldn't be annoyed, at least noticeably annoyed. We should be respectful and quiet, and we should consider their situation as if it was our own in many respects. And so with all these things in mind, it's very difficult to remain virtuous in situations that really try you personally. In some respects, it's easy to be a stoic when all you're doing, when you're just, everything's going your way and nothing bad happens, you have a fortune and no one is giving you a hard time. When all that stuff starts to come crashing down, it's very difficult to stay virtuous. And so with that in mind, we need to remember that no one remembers the virtuous person in good times sometimes. So a lot of times people remember good acts and works when that person was under quite a bit of stress and maybe sickness. You know, a lot of people will remember Michael Jordan's game against the Utah Jazz in Game 6 when he had flu-like symptoms and still scored over 30 points and won the game. So even though he's had better games and he's done better, people will always remember that game because he overcame horrible circumstances to win the game for the team. And that's the same way that being a good person will be, is people will remember the things that you do a lot better when you're under tremendous circumstances. So that's something to keep in mind. But anyways, I hope everybody's having a great night, and please like and subscribe. And this is Tim.